Hello friends, I am Sundar Kumar KY, your HOD. First of all, I am going to discuss the subject automotive mechanics. The first unit, the unit name is engine performance. First of all, what is engine performance? That is, we know that engine is a device which converts heat energy into mechanical energy. Then what is engine performance? That is, performance means what? That is, it is an indication of the degree of success to convert heat energy, that is conversion of chemical energy into heat energy into mechanical energy. In the performance of IC engine, internal combustion engine, we have to discuss about that is some of the parameters. That is, the first one is indicated power. Indicated power, it is the total power developed inside the engine cylinder after complete combustion of the air fuel mixture during one combustion cycle. In the mathematical equation or expression that is used to calculate IP is equal to PMLAN into K divided by whole thing divided by 60,000 kilowatt. The unit of this one is kilowatt, where PM is equal to indicated mean effective pressure in Newton per meter square, L is equal to stroke length, that should be in meter, A is equal to area of the engine cylinder, N is equal to number of explosions per minute. Friends, N is equal to capital N, where that is for 4-stroke engine, because of at every 2 revolution of the crankshaft we have one power impulse. In case of 2-stroke engine, at every 2 revolution of the crankshaft we have one power impulse. That's why N is equal to engine speed divided by 2. The next parameter is brake power. It is the power available at the crankshaft, or it is an output of the engine. The mathematical expression that is used to calculate brake power, BP is equal to 2 pi nt divided by 60,000 kilowatt, where N is equal to engine speed, that is in RPM, T is equal to engine torque, that is in Newton meter, and T may be calculated by, that is load into arm length. The third, this one is power is friction power. That is, we know that indicated power is the total power developed inside the engine cylinder, whereas the brake power is the power available at the crankshaft. Then what is friction power? That is, during running of the engine, some of the power is lost due to friction, that is because of the movement of the engine parts, and some power is utilized to run the accessories of the engine. Therefore, that is, then the remaining power is known as friction power. Friction power that may be calculated by indicated power. It is the difference between indicated power and brake power, and the unit of indicated power, brake power, and as well as friction power, that is kilowatt. Next, mechanical efficiency. Mechanical efficiency, it is the ratio of power available to the power developed, called mechanical efficiency, or it is the ratio of brake power to the indicated power of the engine is called mechanical efficiency. Therefore, mechanical efficiency is equal to BP divided by IP. The efficiency is always expressed in terms of percentage. Next, the thermal efficiency. Thermal efficiency, it is the ratio of work done to the heat supplied. And in thermal efficiency, there are two types of thermal efficiency. The first one is indicated thermal efficiency, and the second one is brake thermal efficiency. When the indicated power is utilized to calculate the thermal efficiency, then it is called indicated thermal efficiency. When the brake power is used to calculate the thermal efficiency, then it is called a brake thermal efficiency. The indicated thermal efficiency that may be calculated by using the formula IT is equal to IP into 60 whole thing divided by WF into HCV. Then here IP is equal to indicated power, that is in kilowatt, WF is equal to mass of fuel or weight of fuel, that is in kg per minute, and HCV is equal to higher calorific value of the fuel, that is in kg per hour, kg per hour. And BT is equal to BP into 60 whole thing divided by WF into HCV. Here BP is brake power, that is in kilowatt, WF is equal to weight of fuel. Next, specific fuel consumption. It is briefly written as SFC. Specific fuel consumption, it is the rate of fuel consumed per kilowatt power. It may be brake power or it may be indicated power. That is, when the brake power is used to calculate the specific fuel consumption, then it becomes a brake specific fuel consumption. And when the indicated power is used to calculate specific fuel consumption, then it becomes that is indicated specific fuel consumption. Brake specific fuel consumption, it is briefly written as BSFC. BSFC is equal to WF divided by BP. The unit of this one, that is kg per brake kilowatt hour. In the same way, indicated specific fuel consumption that may be calculated, that is briefly written as ISFC, and it may be calculated by WF divided by IP. The unit of this one is kg per indicated kilowatt hour, where WF is equal to weight of fuel in kg per minute and BP is equal to brake power in kilowatt, IP is equal to indicated power in kilowatt. Next, the efficiency is volumetric efficiency. Volumetric efficiency, it is the ratio of volume of air fuel mixture supplied at intake condition, that is at STP standard temperature and pressure, to the swept volume. Therefore, volumetric efficiency is equal to volume of air fuel mixture supplied at intake condition whole thing divided by swept volume. Friends, volume of air fuel mixture supplied at intake condition that may be calculated by using the formula. We know that the ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to WART. Therefore, volume of air is equal to PV divided by RT. Substitute all the values, you will get volume of air fuel mixture supplied at intake condition. Next, the swept volume that may be calculated by, that is area into volume of engine cylinder, area into length of the cylinder, that is swept volume, pi by 4 into d square into L into number of engine cylinder. That gives this one swept volume. Substitute all the values in this, you will get swept volume, and substitute the value of volume of air fuel mixture supplied at intake condition and as well as swept volume. In this expression, you will get volumetric efficiency of the engine. Next, Morse test. Morse test. The indicated power and mechanical efficiency of the indicated power and mechanical efficiency of a multi-cylinder engine that may be determined within a short period of time by using a test. That test is known as Morse test. Friends, during this test, one condition is there: we have to maintain a uniform speed throughout the test. First of all, the BP of the engine cylinder is measured by dynamometer. Next, the BP of the engine is measured by the dynamometer by shorting the spark plug in case of petrol engine, and by cut off the fuel supply in case of diesel engine. And if any one cylinder is cut off, is rendered to cut off or cut off the fuel supply, then then it does not develop any power, but friction power is there. Friction power is there, but one condition is that we have to maintain uniform speed. How it is maintained? By adjusting the load. Now first of all, consider a 4-cylinder engine. Let I is equal to IP of the engine and B is equal to BP of the engine. I1, I2, I3 and I4 are the IP of the engine when cylinder number 1, 2, 3 and 4 are rendered to inoperative respectively. Similarly, B1, B2, B3, B4 are the BP of the engine when cylinder number 1, 2, 3 and 4 are rendered to inoperative. In the same way, F1, F2, F3 and F4 are the FP of the engine when cylinder number 4 is rendered to inoperative. We know that I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4. That is, B is equal to I1 minus F1 plus I2 minus F2 plus I3 minus F3 plus I4 minus F4. If any one cylinder is rendered inoperative, then it does not develop any power, but friction F1, F2, F3 and F4 are there. First of all, if cylinder number 1 is rendered to inoperative, it does not develop the indicated power. Then that is B1 is equal to that is I1 becomes 0, I2 plus I3 plus I4 minus of F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4. In the same way, B2, B3 and B4. Next, finally, that is B minus B1. B1 is equal to I1, B minus B2 is equal to I2, B minus B3 is equal to I3, B minus B4 is equal to I4. Therefore, the total IP of the engine is equal to I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4. And the mechanical efficiency of the engine, that is BP divided by IP. The unit of this one is that is percentage. And finally, heat balance sheet. Heat balance sheet means it is the complete record of heat utilized and heat rejected through various sources in a given time, that is per minute or per hour. Friends, we know that after complete combustion of the air fuel mixture, it develops some heat energy. In that is we have considered 100% of heat energy. In that 100%, we are using only 15 to 20% of heat is converted into mechanical work. Next, the remaining 75 to 80% of heat is that is wasted through various sources. And in this heat balance sheet, we have to calculate the amount of heat, total heat supplied, heat equivalent to BP, heat carried away cooling water, heat carried away exhaust gas, and finally unaccounted heat. The total heat supplied, that is equal to H. It may be calculated by H is equal to WF into HCV, where WF is equal to weight of fuel, that is in kg per minute, and HCV is equal to higher calorific value. The second item is heat equivalent to BP, that is equal to H1. H1 is equal to BP into 60, where BP is equal to brake power of the engine, BP into 60. The unit of this one is kilojoules per minute. And the third one is heat carried away by cooling water. The heat carried away by cooling water, that is H2 is equal to, this is equal to mass of cooling water into specific heat of cooling water into rise in temperature of cooling water. Mass of cooling water is MW, that is in kg per minute, and CPW is equal to specific heat of cooling water, and the value of this one is always, it should be in your mind, 4.186, and in rise in temperature of cooling water. And the fourth one is heat carried away by exhaust gas. Heat carried away by exhaust gas is equal to mass of exhaust gas into specific heat of exhaust gas into rise in temperature of exhaust gas. Mass of exhaust gas is equal to, it is the sum of the air consumption plus fuel consumption, and the specific heat of exhaust gas, that is, it should be in our mind, that is, this is equal to 1.005 kilojoules per kg per minute, and into rise in temperature of exhaust gas. Rise in temperature of exhaust gas is equal to, that is, temperature of exhaust gas minus room temperature. And the finally unaccounted heat that may be obtained by H5 is equal to total heat supplied minus sum of the, that is, heat equivalent to BP, heat carried away cooling water, heat carried away exhaust gas, and heat carried away exhaust gas. And these are all written in a format. These are all written in a format. That format is known as heat balance sheet. Then how this one, that is the percentage of heat, is calculated by, that is, total heat supplied is 100%. Amount of, that is the percentage of heat equivalent to BP, whatever the heat is there, that is divided by total heat supplied into 100. Similarly, a percentage of heat carried away cooling water, that may be calculated by, that is, amount of heat divided by total heat supplied. Amount of heat carried away exhaust gas divided by total heat supplied into 100. Unaccounted heat divided by total heat supplied into 100, that gives that is percentage of heat carried away exhaust gas. Thank you. Stop. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡು.